Breaking news now on Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
And now at 6, we begin with breaking news in West Hartford. A police investigation is underway on New Park Avenue. Good evening and thanks for joining us for the Fox 61 News at 6. I'm Brent Harden.
And I'm Bridget Bjorlo. Police say the road is closed right now on the 400 block right near Flatbush Avenue. This after someone fired a gun in the area. They say they did find gunfire damage to a building in the area.
Yeah, no injuries have been reported. We are working to get more information, and we'll also keep you updated on when the road reopens there. Now, also tonight, new at 6, we take you to Waterbury, where a man shares his story after a driver hit his truck and drove away.
He spent years building it, and in a blink of an eye, all that work was destroyed. Reckless driving not only puts the person behind the wheel in danger, but it also impacts other drivers, pedestrians, and even people inside their home. Fox 61's Jamel Johnson spoke with that man tonight, who says something needs to change.
Buying a car and customizing it to your liking can take months or even years. That's the case for Angel Cardona, a Waterbury man who spent 4 years building this truck, and now all his work is gone due to one reckless driver.
One of my first words as a kid was car. It was like love at first sight, I guess.
Cars aren't just his passion.
Yeah, my mirrors were custom made.
They're his livelihood.
From a guy in Arkansas.
That's why when Cardona woke up and looked at Ring camera footage, he was devastated at what he saw.
I cried a little bit. I can't lie, I cried a little bit. I woke up to a billion missed phone calls and text messages just showing me this truck.
A car on Hill Street drove past in a blur and smashed into Cardona's truck. Not only did it hit his truck, it spun out of control and knocked down a stop sign. The car rammed into a brick wall, stopping just short of hitting a home.
I'm happy that there was no people involved besides the driver, but it's kind of pathetic at the same time too that people are in such a rush to go nowhere, honestly.
Cardona's truck was a 4-year project.
Just bought these rims.
That costed thousands of dollars in parts and thousands of hours in labor.
I took the old motor, I built it, it's twin turboed. It makes about 800 horsepower. As you can tell, it's an older truck, so when I bought it, it had nothing but rust. I fixed all the rust on it, everything was brand new.
Even with years of progress erased, Cardona said he hopes his car sends a message to speeders on Hill Street.
You're not gonna always get lucky, you know? Put your foot on the other pedal and slow down.
Now, despite the extensive damage to the truck, Cardona says he's looking forward to the challenge of repairing it in the coming weeks. In Waterbury, Jamel Johnson, Fox 61.
All right, Jamal, thank you. Let's turn things over to weather right now. It's still going to be cold tonight, but not quite as cold at least.
You know, any progress is good. Meteorologist Deshaun Robinson is here with the first check of the forecast. Deshaun, when does the warm-up come?
Well, the warm-up is coming this weekend. One more day with temperatures below freezing, and then we're going to climb to the upper 30s and even 40s by the end of the weekend. Tracking some flurries tonight, not a big deal. Friday, the winds return, and again, a warm-up is looking likely for this weekend. Storm system is passing to the south. A weak piece of energy is causing some snow showers in upstate New York. A couple of these light showers or flurries will impact Fairfield, New Haven, and Litchfield counties within the next couple of hours. These will push out by 8 or 9 p.m. Clearing skies tonight, and after these clouds clear out, our temperatures will fall rapidly to near 20 degrees. Friday will start rather cold with our temperatures near 20 and feel like temperatures are likely to be in the single digits. Lots of sunshine for your Friday. The wind will return with those gusts nearing 30 miles per hour. So coming up, I'll let you know more about this weekend and next week's weather. Back to you guys.
All right, Deshaun, thank you. New developments after a years-long investigation. Officials say they found the person who killed a Massachusetts man in Somers. Timothy Lang appeared in court a few hours ago. He faces murder, kidnapping, and robbery charges. Investigators say Lang is a known member of the Outlaws motorcycle gang. He's being held on $1.5 million bond. Now, this all started back in August of 2021. State police say Jason Combs of Wilbraham, Massachusetts, was found dead inside an abandoned vehicle in a field off Durkee Road in Somers. The chief medical examiner says he was found shot in the chest. The case continues to be under investigation.
And news tonight, a new report says a woman who died in Hartford police custody last year after overdosing on drugs. The Office of Inspector General says Linda Prelo was arrested on April 5th for larceny in violation of probation. She was held because she could not post bond. And while in custody, she told officers she had recently used fentanyl and was having withdrawal symptoms. The report says she likely took more fentanyl while she was in custody. So this is video of Prelo sleeping on the floor in the cell back on April 7th. We're not showing you the entire video, but at one point around 3 in the morning, Prelo becomes unresponsive. There are pictures of her in the cell. A detention officer noticed her lying on the floor and asked her cellmate to wake her. Staffers were called in when Prelo did not wake up. She was taken to the hospital where she was later pronounced dead. And Prelo's cellmate told investigators the staff denied her juice when she asked for it and made her way for toilet paper. Now, the report found that detention officers should have been more attentive to her, but did not find evidence of neglect or use of force that could have contributed to her death. You can read the entire report by downloading our free Fox 61 News app. Connecticut lawmakers are voting on the renomination of the head of the Public Utilities Regulatory Authority, also known as PURA. A public hearing held this morning for Chairman Marissa Gillette, who has received criticism from local utilities and Republicans. Gillette has chaired PURA for 6 years, and Governor Lamont wants her to serve another term in office. Just last month, Eversource and United Illuminating, the state's largest utility companies, filed a lawsuit against PURA and Gillette, accusing her of abusing her authority. She sat on the hot seat today, taking pointed questions from Republicans who raised concerns about her ability to be impartial. Her hearing also comes as PURA, which regulates utility companies here in Connecticut, has come under fierce scrutiny for not doing enough to lower energy rates. Here's part of Gillette's response to the critics.
The focus of PURA and our work and our stakeholders should be on improving the lives of ratepayers within our statutory mandate. And I think one way to do that is to ensure confidence that in your regulator and the regulatory compact that we're directed to abide by.
Environmental advocates who backed Gillette's renomination say about 40 different groups signed a letter of support. And now we're getting new insight indicating that her reappointment is likely going to happen, with the governor's office announcing it has reached a deal with lawmakers. That vote is just wrapping up in this hour. We'll have the update for you coming up tonight at 10.
Well, students joined lawmakers rallying behind a Senate bill today that would fully fund the state's Roberta B. Willis Scholarship Foundation. The scholarship is based on need and helps Connecticut students afford in-state four-year colleges. Right now, 2/3 of eligible students get nothing because of a lack of funding. Students in support of the bill say they can't afford an education without the scholarship.
I grew up on Section 8 housing, HUD housing, federal government cash assistance, and food stamps. To put in perspective, the school's tuition is double what my mother makes in 1 year. So just to show you guys that I would have not been able to afford the school without the Roberta B. Willis Scholarship.
If passed, the bill would guarantee scholarship funds for all eligible students, setting the grant amount at $4,500 per student. The money would have to be dispersed earlier so students would know what they're getting before the semester begins. Another international company with headquarters in Connecticut is moving out of state. Duracell made the announcement today. The battery company will relocate from Bethel to Atlanta, Georgia by the summer of 2026, adding about 100 jobs there. It's unclear how it will impact jobs here. Duracell calls the move a significant milestone and says the new Atlanta facility will help drive innovation in battery technology. Right now, there are no reports of layoffs at Duracell here. We have a follow-up now on a story we told you about last night. Parishioners of Holy Trinity Catholic Church in Hartford are in shock after their parish priest was placed on leave.
Father Charles Jacobs is accused of stealing church money for his own personal use. And Fox 61's Kaylee Collins has more parishioner reaction as an investigation into this unfolds.
Many parishioners here are sticking by Father Jacobs' side, saying that he's the reason that they come to this church. Many refuse to believe that Father Jacobs would do the sort of thing that he's being accused of. A bombshell announcement delivered to the faithful of Holy Trinity Church in Hartford.
Last week, the Archdiocese of Hartford received information regarding possible financial improprieties by one of our priests, Father Charles Jacobs.
Parishioners were informed during a Mass in late January that Father Jacobs was placed on leave while the Archdiocese of Hartford investigates the claims. Many didn't believe it.
We know him as people. Would Father Jacobs ever do that? No, he would not.
And spoke out while Mass was still underway.
And
Please
this
stand.
is unfair.
Please stand.
It is unfair. This guy is
The Lord be with
Father
you.
Jacobs, and you know what
May
he's
Almighty
doing?
God bless you, the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit.
He took away his pension.
The Mass is ended. Go in peace.
Spokesperson David Elliott told me the Archdiocese won't comment on the investigation until it's complete. He gave me a statement that reads in part, quote, Archbishop Coyne is committed to full transparency in any matters of this type and chose to let the Holy Trinity community know what was happening with Father Jacobs. This was understood to be something that would not be received well by many in that community, but nevertheless, the information was made public. Another priest will be assigned to lead Holy Trinity while Jacobs remains on leave.
Now ask that you join me in prayer for the parish, for the Archdiocese, and for Father Jacobs.
The Archdiocese of Hartford tells us that Father Jacobs is fully cooperating with the investigation. We also heard from Hartford Police that the Archdiocese has not yet reached out to them regarding these allegations. So as of right now, Father Jacobs is not facing any criminal charges. Reporting in Hartford, Kaylee Collins, Fox 61.